This of the Municipal Election Board will now come to order. Council?
Can you call the roll, please?
Yes.
Mr. Mayor.
Pauline Stratton.
Present.
Gerald Bennett.
Present.
Bert Olson.
Present.
And Rudy Muldrink is obviously present.
Mark Brackman. Rudy Muldrink, clerk.
Mr. Mayor.
There is a quorum, yes.
Mr. Mayor, you have before you the decision in case 01. You voted on this at the last hearing. All that's to be done today is to sign the decision in open public, and then we will tender a copy to the objector and to the candidate. So if I can ask all the electoral board members to sign.
You're going to be good with individuals?
I'm going to circulate them all.
All right.
So you give me yours. Thank you, sir.
You want this one? I just signed it.
Yep.
Maybe you can give me a hand. So, let that we're tendering a signed copy. That's ours. Decision to the objector and to the candidate. As this date of January 30th, and as the board ruled on the first hearing on Monday, that the candidates' petitions are held invalid and shall not be on the ballot. That being the case, a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Seconded to adjourn. Those in favor signify by a vote of aye.
Aye.
And aye. And hearing is.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ward 2. We're going to. Yes. Yes. So you go call it in Ward 2. Roll call same way, and then we'll discuss it.
Yeah, you can send them. Morning. Good morning. I will call this hearing before the Palos Hills Municipal Election Board to order. Call the roll, please.
Pauline Stratton.
Present.
Gerald Bennett.
Present.
Rudy Muldrink is here. Mark Brackman.
Here.
And Agnes.
Here.
There is a quorum.
Mr. Mayor, at the last hearing, we took this case under advisement for a decision today and to allow us to do some research on the notary issue. You heard the evidence on Monday that the notary signed her commission, printed the notary signature, which was a printed signature, We did research on this matter, and both the Secretary of State and case law is very clear, as we've stated in the decision, that the notary has to sign the affidavits, the notary jurat, as she or he has signed her notary commission. That was not done in this case, and as we've stated, the law that has come from the Secretary of State, as well as the case law that's come from the appellate court, the decision is clear that the objection has to be granted as to the notary invalidating the statement of candidacy and the petition sheets, and granting the objection. That would be my recommendation. If you agree, the motion would be to...
Can I interject at this point? Because when we left this hearing, we were asking both the objector and the defendant, you want to call him that, the petitioner, to bring us information about the status of whether or not these people were registered voters. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I checked the website. Everyone on this petition, all 16 of them, are registered voters. So that validates the fact that they all are registered. But you got the same problem there that you have with your notary. They didn't sign the petition either. They printed their names.
And that was my
So I'm just interjecting that to let you know the information for the record.
Okay, thank you. The fact that the notary validates the petitions. So I think the proper motion, if you agree with that, and I gave you the law ahead of time, and the board individually received the memorandum from my office as to the law, I think the proper motion at this point would be to grant the objection as to the notary and to invalidate the petition.
So move.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor will signify by a vote of aye.
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 An aye, and the motion carries.
Mr. Mayor, I've prepared a decision, and if the board can sign the decision at this meeting, you can tender the decision to both parties. And for the record, both the objector is here. The candidate who did not appear at the first hearing is not appearing either. The jury is here. We have her as being present on behalf of the candidate. Let the reflect that both objector and the notary who is representing the candidate here are being tendered the signed copy of the decision. There being no other matters, Mr. Mayor, motion to approve.
I'll make a motion that we adjourn this hearing.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Stratton, by Alderman, or Clerk Muldrink. Those will vote by aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, vote of no. Vote is an aye, and the meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ward 3.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning. I call this meeting to order of the Palos Hills Board. Will clerk please?
Second. Here. Melgarazza Telskirty.
Here.
Pauline Stratton.
Present.
Gerald Bennett.
Present.
Rudy Mulk.
Is present.
Bert Olson.
Present.
Counsel?
Mr. Mayor, at the last hearing, the board ruled on the objection and granted the objection, invalidating the petitions. We're here this morning to submit a written decision and tender the decision to both parties in open session. So if the board can sign the decisions. Let the really reflect that we are handing a signed decision to both the objector and the candidate who is also present. There being no other business, Mr. Mayor, can adjourn this meeting.
Entertain that we conclude this hearing.
So move.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Stratton, seconded by Clerk Mulderink. Those in favor vote aye.
Aye.
Aye. And the motion carries. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
This was the lady that didn't come last time, Anna Merrick. I don't know if she's here.
Good morning.
No one? Okay.
It's the same. This hearing of the Palos Hills Electoral Board will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the...
Don O'Connell.
Here.
Anna Merrick, candidate. Gerald Bennett.
Present?
Pauline Stratton.
Present.
Rudy Mulderink is here. Bert Olson.
Present.
There is quorum in council.
Mr. Mayor, at the last hearing, we heard this case as to Anna Merrick. She did not appear. She is not here again this morning. You considered the objections, and you have a decision in front of you granting the objections stated in the decision, and if we could just sign the decisions.
Here, Bert.
No, thanks, Renee.
We got one more.
Counselor, because the candidate is not here or did show up at the first meeting, she will be served.
She will, sir. We'll send this by regular mail and by certified mail. Yeah, do both. There being no other business, motion to adjourn would be proper.
So moved.
The motion to adjourn by, moved by Alderman, or, I'm sorry, Clerk Mulder, seconded by Alderman Stratton. No further questions or comments. I entertain that this motion, this meeting be
I thought I
adjourned.
had one more.
So move.
Okay. I got one.
Seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And aye. This hearing of the Palos Hills Municipal Election Board will conclude.